Hello, everyone, and what a beautiful day it is here in the state of Nevada. The state that, for some reason, went to Hillary, but only on the basis of 2 districts, Reno and Las Vegas. Now, it's a wonderful day. The day after the election, 2016, Trump is now on his way into the White House, and it could not be a better day. This YouTuber has struggled through a lot of things, and these few victories over the last few days have really turned my outlook around on a lot of things. Let me just tell you, it's not easy. I mean, coming up in Nevada, it's difficult. Getting followed and and now we have a president who's just straight up aware of the corrupt political nature of some of the places in Nevada. As the story may be told that during the election, some of the polls were shut down, and only certain poll members or only certain voters were allowed to come in to those poll places and vote. And the funny thing about it is it may have just been enough, if you were watching the numbers as close as I was, it may have just been enough to turn the vote. But unfortunately for Hillary Clinton, it wasn't enough, and Trump still won the election. Still won. So, it's a good day. It's a beautiful Trump day. And the trumpets are playing, and it's time to pay up with Pence. And I'm just super excited for this, guys. Trump winning just means I watched his whole inaugural speech, or his winning speech, and what he said about giving young and upstart people a chance to realize their fullest potential really means something. As a man who lives out of his van and has nothing but potential to be something great, to be something big, to be the next president of the United States, or even just an entrepreneur of untold wisdom, is it really means a lot. And it was underneath the Obama administration that I was not being respected as much as I should have been. As a Nebula Award nominated science fiction writer, I was getting no respect from anybody. I was begging and pleading from the Barack Obama administration. Though there are a few things that they did right. They erased GBC's debt, and they erased GBC's loan debts, and they helped me get a college grant, which I really appreciate. And that is one thing that I will always be grateful to the Barack Obama administration for. But you still have to consider the fact that what's the point of getting an education if I can't use it to actually start a business? I can't use an education to realize my fullest potential. I get censored on YouTube, so every time I swear, my video gets blocked, or some guy decides to sue me and just keep me down as long and as hard as possible. And it's a huge break. It's a huge relief. It's something that helps guys like me sleep at night when we think, this is the start of a new day, and it's a beautiful day out here in Nevada. There isn't a cloud in the sky. It is about 80 degrees right now, winter, and it is just a godsend from everything. Marijuana was just legalized in the state, here and in the state of California, recreationally. And that means a lot of different things. I mean, if you think that the heroin epidemic is bad, come and live in Nevada. I mean, the meth epidemic is so horrible that it's just all consuming. And these meth heads, they just get priority in jobs and in factories and mining industries and all these high paying jobs where these felons just should not be allowed to get into, and they do. So marijuana legalization is a huge thing for the state, considering the fact that our sex industry could really use it, and the prostitution thing and all the gambling, and it just it's a monumental day. It is as everyone described it. It really is a historical day. We have a Democratic Republican president. And I hear, watching the election, I hear that in Georgia, a black man, the first black man in Georgia history was elected as a member of, I can't remember either the House or the Senate, but it was amazing. When I saw that, I was just like, what is going on? This is nuts. This was seriously the most bizarre election I have ever witnessed in my entire life. And this is probably the most like unexpected win that anybody has ever seen. Everybody was just talking shit about Trump from the beginning, and he comes up with these tactics and just tells it as it is, and just calls everything out as it was. And that's kind of the president that we need right now. Somebody who's willing to point out the bull crap and tell people, this is wrong and this is messed up. And as a man who was given the chance, was given a loan by his dad for like, what was it, $10 million? And was able to turn $10 million into the presidency of the United States. That really says something about his character. It is not easy to turn any money. It is not easy to turn a profit in any amount of money, even if it's $1 million. Manage to get like those loans, just they just can't cut it, and that really says something to Donald Trump's character. It means he's willing to work hard and really willing to call out the baloney. So that really says something to me, because I'm a type of guy who calls out baloney too. When I see somebody doing something wrong or doing something stupid, I'm just like, hey, that's stupid. Why are you doing that? You shouldn't be doing that, and if I had the authority to stop you, I would. Take a drink of tea here. That's good tea. Anyways, it's a wonderful day. Beautiful day. Everybody's happy. The atmosphere in Nevada is different. You can just tell, just walking out into the streets. You can the colors are different, and the air smells different, and everything's just different. And it's you can just feel the change. And hopefully within the next 2 years, 4 years, 8 years, to kind of borrow something from Donald Trump's speech, it's really gonna mean a lot of difference for a lot of people. Giving the young guys, the millennials, a chance, because Donald knows what it's like to come up. Even if you got like the advantage, he knows it's hard. It's hard. It's hard out there. People down talk you, and they talk shit about you, and they do nothing but hate on you. And you take that hate and you turn it into something awesome. And you don't stop, and you don't give up. And even as you have an entire media trying to tear you down, you just go with what is right and what is honest, and that is what prevails. And it really does mean something for this country, and that a man who nobody thought could have been president, should have been president, would even be able to get close to the White House, is now president of the United States. That really says something about this country. That really gives me a hope for the future, in that no matter how bad people try to tear you down, you can always come back. You can always get that evidence. You can always fight that good fight and win. and maybe you win and maybe you don't, but you still have hope, and that's all that really matters. Is it foolish to hope? Maybe. But maybe sometimes we just need a fool, and to remind us how silly it is to just believe what we think is reality. And it's in what is impossible and what isn't impossible. And this election, it really means a lot of things to people. Because now, when you tell your kid, one day you could be the president of the United States, you can say that knowing that you're not just trying to bring his hopes up. You're telling him, yes, you can, and yes, you can make a difference, and you can make things great. And it really means a lot for everyone. I'm still trying to get sponsors to become a video game professional. I'm still looking for people to publish my book. But now that Trump is in office, this means that I'm just going to try harder, work harder, do it harder, do it to the best that I can. And no matter how hard this giant conglomerate of people try to tear me down, I will fight tooth and nail to the end until I see my goal. I'm going to take an example from Donald Trump, a guy who I made a few suggestions to his party, to his running campaign, and they paid off. And the suggestion to hire a body language expert was actually me, taking a political policies class in college. And I was just like, it would be an incredibly intelligent move to hire one of these body language experts onto your team. And have them watch Hillary Clinton like a hawk. And it did pay off. And people found out that Hillary Clinton was sick and a liar and just not doing what she should have been doing as somebody representing the United States of America. And that really means a lot. If you like any of my speeches, just like and subscribe my page. And hopefully, if I can get anything going, an announcer job, just realizing my potential as somebody who can do good, then maybe this country does have a future. I'm going to add that at the end of this, working at my part-time job at a fast food restaurant, we were trying to get donations for the last few weeks, and in 5 days, I've managed to make 120 donations. And that puts me at the top of everyone in that store. Well, pretty much, I think. I think there might be one person who's above me, but I have been getting donations like crazy because I am just one of those guys who is just made for things like this. And if I can get that many donations in 5 days, then maybe I might have a shot at helping another political candidate or being a political candidate myself. And that really means something. That would really mean something to a lot of the people who know what it's like to struggle in this situation. Coming up from the very bottom and making it to the very top. And if you like my speech, like and subscribe. I will be putting up more videos in the future as my situation progresses. And hopefully, under this new presidency, I will be recognized as the incredibly intelligent person that I am, and get the credit that I have desperately been seeking underneath the Barack Obama administration, and getting none of it whatsoever. And thank you guys very much for watching any of these videos, whatever they may be. And yeah. God bless America, and God bless you too. Thank you. Just a tough guy having a tough time.